support the Literacy Come to Life initiative, which is workshops to get children more engaged in the literacy process. They have opportunities to read aloud, act out stories, which is very fun, and participate in different workshops to engage them in the literacy process and increase their knowledge of how to write stories. And my passion is less about writing and more about telling stories. Alright, so this is how we do it. I use my own books. We allow educators or anybody who wants to put on a workshop, they are allowed to use the books. The length of workshops vary because a 2-year-old's attention span is much different than a 5-year-old's attention span, of course. Our workshops are designed to service any child at any level. So we're constantly coming up with new techniques, new things to do, depending on children. You know, we even do workshops with special needs children, which are very exciting. It's interesting to see what they come up with. Even things like finger painting and developing colors or making a bubble with blue paint. And workshops are often aligned with educators' lesson plans for the week. When we did a workshop where the students got to do props. They were going through understanding first and second and third person. And they put me on the spot and they asked me those questions. I haven't been in English classes in quite a while, but it was very fun to see how they took the characters and the dialogue in the books and understood the person that it was written from. And they taught me a couple of things too. And what we want to achieve through these workshops, we want to expand the approach to literacy through creative workshops. And when I say expand the approach to literacy, make it bigger. You know, a lot of times we limit our understanding of literacy just to reading books or just being able to read. But it's much more than that. And we have to connect it to a bigger picture because now we compete with iPads and TV shows like never before. And the art of storytelling, getting children engaged and fueling their imagination so that they can become more curious, more aware of the world around them. A big component of Literacy Come to Life is improving the literacy rates among today's youth. Especially, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, so being from the inner city, you see a big issue with literacy rates and interest in literacy. And once again, the art of storytelling. It is an art, and it's something that I love to see. Children actually have it. I feel like a lot of children are born with it, and they like to use their imaginations to see things a lot differently than we usually would. We want to allow children to be children. I think there's a big threat against children now. They have access to a lot more information, I know, than I had when I was growing up, and they learn very fast. And not always the best thing, so we want to just give them a chance to enjoy their childhood and increase the length of their childhood to the appropriate levels. And then make connections between the stories and their world experiences. I believe through literacy, through storytelling, you can expand the possibilities. You can think of, you're sitting in your house, right? And even though you're in your house, if you can use your imagination because you heard a story about Nico and his bubbles, and he saw a purple flower, he saw a caterpillar. Maybe you've never seen a caterpillar, but in the book there was a caterpillar. So now you've learned a new word, you've learned about a new creature in the world, and you're expanding your mind. Create fun, innovative ways for youth to explore different careers that they can achieve and have. I know a lot of times we ask youth what do they want to be, and we get the typical answers, which are fine: doctor, teacher, but their awareness of things like graphic designers, illustrators, publishers, you know, they don't have that understanding, and we want to give them that because we want to give them opportunities to succeed with their own abilities, their own creativity, and their passion in life. We want to teach lifelong lessons and behaviors through our fun stories. Nico and the Trouble Bubble is probably one of the easiest stories for children to pick up on. Nico runs in the book, and he knocks over his bubbles. And children always say, "Oh, Miss Robinson told us not to run in class," or "We can't run outside," or we have to use our inside pace to walk from class to class because we could hurt ourselves. And so they start to pick up on those lessons, and it makes it resonate a lot more. And teachers really like that too, because then they get to say, "Well, what did we learn from Nico?" And the children remember. And increase curiosity and understanding of otherwise unexplored world outside of their own. You know, we have to get the youth more interested in the bigger picture, in a bigger environment than just home, just the neighborhood, just the community, just the city. I myself had the opportunity to live in Italy for 4 months, and it changed me. I have lived in Ohio, I've lived in Pennsylvania, lived in Germany, and in Italy. And I cannot say I would be the person I am today if I something had to give me the idea that I could do that. And for me, it was starting with international business. For me, it was meeting people outside of my own culture. And so with the workshops, we try to do that as well. So where does the program happen? Currently, we do the programs in schools, daycares, community programs, organizations, and anywhere children are. One of the interesting things is even when you go to Struggle Bubble, I have done workshops with youth, I'll say youth because they're young adults, 14, 15, 16, and 17, and they still get something from the workshop. So it's amazing what can happen, when you open a book. Now, showing pictures of the different places. But now, it's going to be bigger and better because I only have so much time in the day. I can only reach so many children in a week, right? But if we all were to take these programs into a school, give it to an educator, give it to a principal, and tell them about it, and I'm able to train new staff or new individuals on how to put on these programs, we can reach so many children. And I definitely believe with you, the programs will become bigger, better, and even